What is going on, everyone? Welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about some tips and tricks I learned about Clubhouse. What is Clubhouse? How do you get in? How do you get an invite? How do you moderate a room? What are rooms? All of that stuff. So that is what we're covering in today's video. But before we do that, if you're not already subscribed to Grow with V, you're gonna wanna do that because I am planning on coming out with a lot of content that I think needs to be talked about, needs to be normalized, topics that help people grow and transform and break past their childhood traumas. So if you're into that kind of stuff, then you're gonna wanna click that subscribe button. What is Clubhouse? What is the hype? How does it work? I'm gonna tell you what I've learned. It's been about a month that I'm using Clubhouse and I've learned a lot. I've kind of just thrown myself in there. So I thought I would share with you things that I've learned in this past month so that you can have as much information and tips and tricks on how to use it most effectively and efficiently and avoid confusion. So here we go. Number one, what is it? Clubhouse is an audio-based app only. What's interesting about it is there are no DMs on Clubhouse. There is no private messaging anybody. There is just following people that are of interest to you, your friends, any idols or mentors or icons or anybody you are interested in, just like any other social media platform. But there are no DMs. Funzy. It links other social media platforms on your bio so that is where you get some, number one, more followers, and number two, where you can connect and discuss privately with people. Because this app is all about networking and connecting, at some point you do want to message somebody about something, so that is where you do that and how you do that. The second thing I want to say right off the bat is Clubhouse is only being used by iPhone users right now. Another tip, another point is you need to be invited by somebody who has an invitation to give out. You can download the app as an iPhone user. You can request to have a username created, and once you get let in by somebody or an invitation sent to you, that is how you are actually in Clubhouse. Once you are in Clubhouse, you create yourself a profile just like you would on any other social media platform. You have your bio section, which has unlimited amount of characters, so it's not like Instagram where you're limited to a certain amount and you have to squeeze everything in there. You can write a book in your Clubhouse bio and really let everyone know what it is that you're about, your different businesses, what you want out of life. You can then in that section link any, I believe it is, maybe it's just Twitter and Instagram actually, that you can link in your Clubhouse bio. You want to do that because there is no private messaging whatsoever. So you do want to give somebody another option to contact you because you can follow a person, but then what do you do if you want to talk to that person one-on-one? When you're creating yourself your profile, Clubhouse gets a little bit more detailed where it asks you to pick out what stands out to you and that is of interest to you out of certain categories. So that way, when you're on your home page, just like any other home page, you end up seeing rooms that are appropriate for you. With all that said, now we're in, okay? We're in Clubhouse where we want to know how to work it once we've set up everything. On your home page, you're going to have access to seeing what rooms are going on currently at that moment that you can hop into. I'm trying to make this as simple as possible. So when you click a room, you are automatically put in the audience. You are listening. You are only a listener at this point. However, if you want to go up and say hello to the speakers, you can request to raise your hand at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen and request to go on stage. Sounds so scary, right? On stage, but it's really not. A little tip. Once you are accepted onto the stage, you are automatically unmuted, so you are mic'd. So let's say somebody's in the middle of their sentence and somebody else allowed you on stage, you do want to be conscious of muting yourself right away so you're not interrupting a conversation. But then you can unmute yourself when the time is appropriate and say what you'd like to say. Normally, the moderators will be aware and conscious that somebody has entered on stage and will acknowledge you. Another tip I learned right away, the first day I joined, because I was so confused as to what's happening. When you see the muted button flickering, that means the person is clapping. That means the person agrees with what is being said, what the conversation is about, if a good point is made. Or if you want to clap and you're in the speaker section and you want to clap to what someone is saying, just tap and re-tap your microphone as many times as you want, and that makes it appear as if you are clapping. Everything is recorded, like this video right now. I recorded it in the past, you are watching it in the future. It has been edited, tweaked, music added, text added, whatever it is. Podcasts, the same thing. Social media content, the same thing. But with Clubhouse, you are listening to it live. It is whatever is going on in the world right now. There definitely is a lot of FOMO with Clubhouse, which is why it's been so addicting, because so many different types of content that is going around. So it's a very interesting concept because nothing is recorded. There are no DMs. It is strictly if you are in that room or not, you are going to hear the information. So let's discuss how to moderate. Now that you are completely caught up and are a pro right now at Clubhouse, how to moderate. The first week I got into Clubhouse, I was in a room with my friend Jess. We were maybe 10 Montrealers in that group. We were getting to know each other, talking about what Clubhouse is 4 weeks ago. We got on, we were talking about really interesting topics, and then more people were getting on and listening, and more people were getting a lot of value out of it. We were getting a lot of value out of it. We realized we could be learning so much from different people that are in Montreal that we don't even know. Not only in Montreal, we could just be creating really cool rooms and learning really cool stuff and networking and talking, especially in a time where we are working less because of what we're going through right now in the world. And it just made total sense to jump onto this platform. So as soon as Jess and I got out of that room, she messaged me and she was like, we need to create a room. There are rooms that could be had, and there are groups that could be made. Rooms can be had, anyone can have a room, but ideally you want to work your way up to having a group so that that group can grow its audience and reach more people. She said, let's do some rooms so that we can apply to get a group. And I have one more friend that I think should join us. She's a certified coach specializing in relationships, and I feel between the three of us, we'd have 3 different really cool kind of views on growing and personal development and life and business and relationships and all of that. So in 2 seconds, I was like so down. I don't even know who this other person is, but if she is associated with Jess, I knew that she'd be cool. We did a little group chat. A few days after that, we had our first room. We really, really liked the way we felt after the first room that we were in, and we decided let's just go for it. It's called Growing Through It, and we talk about different topics 2 times a week. We picked Tuesdays and Thursdays from 6 to 7, and we stick to that hour. We really wanted to respect everyone's time, so we stuck to that. We've done 8 rooms. Tips on how to moderate. When you see that green star next to the person's name, that means they are one of the moderators of that room. They are going to be running the show. What a moderator means is basically like a host. I all of a sudden become like a news reporter / news anchor, weather girl. Like that's how I end up talking. Back to you, Jess. And now I'm gonna hand it over to Nadine. Over to you, Nadine. Like that's how I ended up speaking. But it kind of helps because there's no visual, because you're not even in person with anyone. You feel like you need to explain things more, which is good. So do that. Explain things more. Be very, very clear on what it is that the room is about, what it is that they're going to be getting out of the room. Have the takeaways or the information be delivered in a clear, concise way, almost in a point form type of way. What you also want to know to do as a moderator is reset the room. You as a moderator, you want to be aware of how many new people are coming in to the room and when. If 10 new people just join the room and you're in the middle of a thought, finish that thought, but then take that chance to reset the room so that those people feel like, oh, I got a little catch up on what I missed prior to getting into this room. All of this in 30 seconds or less, I would say. When you're in a room and you want to know who is Joe talking about X, Y, and Z, all you have to do is click on his face. Then you're gonna see the first 3 lines of his bio. And if you like that and you're interested to learn more, you can click View Full Profile. The first 3 lines of your profile are the most important because that is all you get to see in the preview. The amount of networking that can be done in one room is crazy because anyone can click on anyone's face and then scroll down their bio and click on their Instagram profile, and all of a sudden you have another follower and you're networking with someone else that could potentially be helping your business, your brand, or you helping them. If you've heard of Clubhouse, you wanted to join, you didn't know where to start, this is like the most crucial information that you would need to know. It's just all these little things that create a really nice feeling when you are in a room, and I thought I would share them. So I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you join Clubhouse. I'll link my profile over here so that you can follow me if you are not already. If this was helpful to you at all, hit that like button so that I know that you appreciated this video. Hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so that you get notified every time I make another video and it's uploaded. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.